Hello YouTube friends. I'm doing this video tonight for a client who's out in Wyoming who wants to record his own voiceovers. And I told him that a good way to record a voiceover, honestly, I think one of the best devices is the Zoom H1. And I'm going to show him just if he buys the Zoom H1, this sort of demystifies what he's going to find when he gets it. Of course, you'll have to put your memory card in there, and right there's where your memory card's going to go. So you buy Zoom H1, they're about $100. This one has been kind of worn down a little bit. The door has gone off. It has a little door that closes up here. But the thing I always do, what you do is once you put your battery in, your battery goes there. It's a AA. What I do, and since we're going to be emailing not emailing necessarily, but maybe Google Drive or some other way to share the voiceover, then you probably want to record an MP3 format. On the back, you have an option for WAV, which WAV is going to sound better. Ultimately, it's higher audio fidelity. But if you do your MP3 at like 320 kilobytes per second, I'll show you how to fix that bit rate. Then the MP3 will sound just fine and we can transfer it easier. I usually turn the auto level off on this because I don't really want the device to tell me how it wants the audio to level out. And the low cut, I usually leave it off. I don't have the low cut on. So on the back of this thing, if you buy one of these, just make sure you're in MP3, auto level off, low cut off. You turn it on right here. This is the little hold button right there. And you just pull down on it and hold it with your thumb. And what happens, you hold down for about 4 or 5 seconds, and then it comes back up. And it says there's no card in here, but there is a card in there. Maybe something funky about this card. Let me just take it out and put it back in. Ordinarily, that does not happen, so don't think that's going to happen to you. This card has always worked with me before. We'll see what happens. For some reason, I've got a little bit of a strange situation. So here's what it comes up in 96 kilobits per second. I don't know if you can see that. 96 there it says. And it's telling me I have 99 hours of audio I can record on that. But what I want to do, I want to record it at 320 kilobytes, not 96. All you have to do is press the forward, the little 2 arrows there. You can see where it says mark. And you got the left and right, but you can press these little 2 arrows here, and watch what happens when you do that. That 96 goes first to 112, then it goes to 128, then it goes to 160. That's getting to a point where it's pretty good quality. 192 is not bad, 224 is not bad, 256 actually works for most voiceovers just fine, but I like to go to the full 320 kilobytes per second. And then you're really ready to go. The only thing you need to do is probably check your audio level. Now, you point this thing back toward yourself because these little stereo left and right mics, okay? And I think the Zoom, if I'm not mistaken, comes with I've long since lost mine, but I think it comes with a little foam cover that you can put over this to make sure you don't get your P's and your S's and kind of things sounding weird, when you're sort of like a little pop filter. So if you want to put that on there, that's a good thing. I usually keep this at least a foot away from my mouth so I don't get the P's and everything, even if you leave it like that. But you want to kind of help put it in a place really where you don't fidget with it. If you turn it this way, you notice there's a little thing on the back here where you can screw it into a little mic stand. You can actually put on a little mic stand. It'll hold just like that. You can buy a little mic stand that has a thing, and you can screw it where it points right back at you, and a little desktop mic stand thing, but or tripod. So you might want to do that, or honestly, you can just set it on a table just like that, as long as it's a foot away from you at least, so you don't get the P's and all that weird sound. You don't want a lot of wind noise or anything, okay? So what happens? You can check your input level. Now, if you're going up to the top, like right now, I'm not. I'm talking from about 16, 18 inches away, and you can see that my peak levels here are really pretty good. It's going up to about 6, 4, all that. If it's a little low, that's okay. You can adjust for that with software. So what I typically do, I usually go around 70, something like that. If I'm a foot away, I'm going to move my mouth up to about a foot away from it here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Test, 1, 2, 3. You have to forgive me. I've had the flu and I sound kind of funny. But there you go. 70, maybe even a little more than that. Then let's try back to me. 74, 75. Test, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But as long as you've got it on MP3, you got 320 kilobytes per second, pointed at you, 12 inches away, your input level set so it's not peeking out, then you just hit the little record button there, and right now it's recording. Test, 1, 2, 3, test, 1, 2, 3. This is Tony, test 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put it, I've got the GoPro audio. This is GoPro audio, this is GoPro audio, this is GoPro audio, this is Zoom audio, this is Zoom audio, this is Zoom audio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. This is GoPro audio, this is GoPro, this is Zoom, this is Zoom. So there we go. You got your really good quality vocal mic for doing voiceovers. To stop, you hit record and you stop. To email the file or to put it on Google Drive or whatever, however you're going to share it, Dropbox or whatever, you turn it off by pushing down, and you turn that off that way. It says goodbye to you. Then you take this out, you put it in a little mini thing, which, do I have one here? Yes, I do. Like a SanDisk, whatever, or unless your computer might have that size, I don't know, on it. But then you put it in your computer, and then you can, of course, offload the file and email it to someone or transfer it via Google Drive or Dropbox or some other method. Thank you so much, folks. Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like.